Hello everyone, welcome back to some more LoFi yoga, where we appreciate and anticipate golden hour around here. Let's begin with a deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 3, 2, 1, and breathe out 2, 3, 4. So the words golden hour probably call to mind flattering lighting for photos, or that Jake song that's pretty much everywhere, including all over my most played music. But looking at it deeper, golden hour is the moment just before a new day begins or just after a day has ended. And I find myself lately really needing to retreat and center myself. So considering that this new year has just begun, now's the perfect time to treat this moment as your golden hour and give yourself a moment of pause to prepare for what's coming or to recover from what has just occurred. So go ahead and get comfortable in a nice cozy seat. Connect with your breath, connect with the ground underneath you, and enjoy this moment. Wherever you are in your breath, go ahead and take a nice deep inhale and lift those arms up overhead. And as you release, you're just going to come into a nice side bend. So drop that right hand down to the mat, left hand reaches over. Make sure you're turning your chest forward. Inhale, come back up to center, arms up, and then take it over to the left side. And again, make sure you're turning your shoulders so that your chest is facing forward. Inhale your way back to center, and we're just going to go ahead and grab that left elbow with the right hand. Draw that hand down the middle of your back. And then inhale, release, and then take that on the right side. Grab a hold of that right elbow with the left hand, pulling your right hand down the middle of your back. On your next inhale, go ahead and release. And we're just going to roll those shoulders up, back, and down, just for a few rounds of breath. And whenever you're ready, reverse the direction and bring those shoulders forward. From here, we're going to bring the right hand to the left knee, left arm behind you. Just take a nice deep twist with an exhale. Inhale and make sure you're stretching up that spine, and then exhale and see if you can look over the shoulder a little bit more. And on your next inhale, go ahead and lift those arms up. Take that stretch on the right side. Bring the right arm behind you, left arm to the right knee, looking over that right shoulder. Inhale back up to center, arms up overhead. Take a nice little back bend if you want it. And now we're just going to bring our hands to our knees, and we're just going to take a few rounds of seated cat-cow. So inhale, stretch that chest forward, and then with an exhale, press it back and round the spine. Take a few rounds of this, moving with your breath. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine, and then you're just going to go ahead and stretch out on the floor, taking up some space, nice and long. Go ahead and point the toes. Reach back with those hands through the fingers. Full body stretch. And then with an exhale, draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. And go ahead and rock from side to side, just massaging that lower back area. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and start making some circles. Inhale, bring the knees forward, out to the sides, and then bend. And after a few rounds, go ahead and take those circles in the opposite direction. When you're ready, go ahead and extend the left leg long and draw that right knee into the chest. Nice exhale. And then you're just going to kick the right foot across the body. And you can bend the knee if that makes it easier for you. It's up to you. I like to extend just to really get a nice deep stretch. And you're going to bring your arms out into a T. And then inhale, lift the leg, and then take that right leg out to the right side. Wall is actually really good support here. If you have a wall available to you, I suggest using it. The stretch was actually really nice. Again, a few rounds of breath, and then inhale, lift that leg, and then you're just going to make circles all the way around. Think Lunette on the big comfy couch with her clock stretch. You're just going to make nice big circles, and of course take those circles in both directions after a few rounds. And then when you're ready, you're just going to let the right leg rest beside the left one. Go ahead and inhale and draw that left knee to the chest. Extend the right leg, flexing in both of the feet. And then we're going to exhale and bring that left leg across to the right side of the body. And again, you can bend the knee, extend straight out, whatever feels good. Bring your arms to a T, and then you're just going to look in the opposite direction of where your leg is going. So we're going to switch sides, bring the left leg out to the left side, and we're going to look over to the right. Go ahead and inhale that leg back up, and then start making our clock circles. First in one direction, just for a few rounds. And then when you're ready, switch it up and go the opposite way. Before you bring your left leg to rest beside the right one. Take a nice inhale, stretch out through the toes and the fingers one more time, and then we're just going to exhale and draw both knees to the chest. Another little hug here, and then slowly begin to rock and roll up the spine just to come into a nice seated position. You're going to roll over the shins to come into tabletop position. From the tabletop position, we're going to take a few more rounds of cat-cow, traditional cat-cow. Inhale, dropping the belly, and then exhale to round the spine like a kitty cat. Inhale to a neutral spine, and step back into a nice plank before you press your hips back into a downward facing dog. Take any movements here that you like. If this is, your first movement of the day, go ahead and really get into pedaling out the feet. It feels. When you're ready, find some stillness. Really press back into the heels as much as you can. And if it helps, bend your knees a little bit. We're going to inhale, lift the gaze, look between the hands, and then carefully roll our way forward into a plank. And from there, we're going to lower ourselves down. And then you can take a cobra or up dog if you're up to it. And exhale, release. Now we're going to bring the hands out a little bit further than the mat. Props are in the way, of course. And then we're just going to tent the fingers and then roll up into a nice cobra stretch. And then exhale, fold down. And then lift one more time. And just move with your breath here. And we're just going to take a little broken wing here. So bring your elbows into a cactus shape on the right side. Oh my goodness. And then just roll onto the right hip. And you can bend the knees. You can also bring a block in between the knees if that helps. And I'm pressing into my left hand, but you can of course just go for a half bind if you want a little more of a stretch. And we're going to inhale our way back to center and then take that on the other side. So we're going to extend that left arm out and then roll onto the left hip and then pressing into the right hand here. Inhale back to center, and we're just going to windshield wiper the knees a little bit from side to side. From there, we're going to press back into a child's pose. You can do knees together, which is nice, again, to counteract all the stretching that we did with the cobras. Or you can go knees wide if you want a deeper stretch in the legs and the hips. This is where we're just going to hang out for a few minutes of Shavasana. And I wanted to read a little something to you, just to give you something to ruminate on. The universe is transformation. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Marcus Aurelius Antoninus. It's awesome, the power we each wield in the life that unfolds before us. What we can become or experience is limited only by our imagination. The inclination of our thoughts invites that which we encounter, which is that which we expect to find. Our dreams shine like beacons in the dimness of our minds. Just as our thoughts can nurture positive experiences and outcomes, negative episodes might be drawn to us. We can be sure, though, that we can use this individual power to create the flavor of each day as it's meant. Our attitude is the byproduct of our thoughts. It is in our attitude that we discover strength or weakness, hope or anxiety, determination or frustration. Alone, we determine whether our attitude will be loving or jaundiced. The breath of our personal power is awesome. Today will be what I choose to make it, no more and no less. reaching the end of our Shavasana, so go ahead and bring some small movements into the body. And when you're ready, roll over onto either the left or right side, a fetal position. And just relax there for a moment before you're ready to come into a nice easy seat where we began. I just wanted to say thank you so much for sitting with me today and for moving with me. And I hope that this practice is one that you return to whenever you just need to make sure that you move your body and you want to connect with yourself again. And if you find yourself in a golden hour moment, I hope you take that chance. Let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 3, 2, 1, and breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much, and be well.